What's up, Internet? You ever notice how TV detectives have a way of getting under your skin? They're not just solving crimes, they're digging into human nature. From the grim philosophers to the wisecracking gumshoes, these characters have defined entire eras of television. They reflect who we are, what we fear, and who we want to be, all while wearing questionable ties and making bad coffee look cool. Now, before we get started, disclaimer, if your favorite detective came from a novel first, they didn't make this list. But don't worry, I've got a top 5 literary detectives coming soon. Today, we're going to talk about original TV detectives, pure television creations who've earned their badges the hard way, in syndication. So, let's get into it. Number 5. Theo, Who Loves Ya Baby Kojak. Bald, bold, and brilliant, Telly Savalas made lollipops look tougher than cigars. Kojak wasn't just another TV cop, he was swagger with soul. He worked Manhattan's 13th precinct, cutting through lies with charm and street smarts. What made him stand out? Compassion under the cynicism. He'd lean on a suspect with the smooth voice and then turn around and fight City Hall for justice. Kojak walked that fine line between authority and rebellion, the kind of cop who'd break rules to keep his conscience clean. And let's face it, no one's made a bald head that iconic since. Well, maybe Jason Statham. Number 4. Rustin' Rust Cole from True Detective Season 1. A walking existential crisis in a badge. Played by Matthew McConaughey, Rust Cole gave us Southern Gothic philosophy with a side of homicide. He's a guy who stares into the void, and the void stares right back. Probably over a Lone Star beer. What makes Rust unforgettable isn't just his intellect, it's his hopeless honesty. He's a man too smart for his own peace of mind. In True Detective Season 1, he turned small-town crime scenes into meditations on existence. And while he's no classic gumshoe, his bleak poetry and relentless logic earn him a seat at any hard-boiled table. Number 3. Adrian Here's the Thing Monk, the most neurotic man to ever solve a murder. Tony Shalhoub turned obsessive-compulsive disorder into a superpower. Monk's world is chaos, but his mind demands order, and that's the conflict that drives every case. He's a detective who can't turn it off, not even for a minute. Monk shows that vulnerability could coexist with brilliance and that comedy could walk hand in hand with tragedy. For all the laughs, his story really is about loss, resilience, and finding meaning through the madness. He's proof that the best detectives aren't fearless, they're just too curious to quit. Number 2. Jim Rockford. James Garner's smooth-talking ex-con turned private eye is one of my favorites. Rockford wasn't rich, he wasn't armed to the teeth, and he sure as hell didn't have health insurance. He lived in a trailer, sound familiar, on the beach and charged $200 a day plus expenses, but the man had grit. Rockford ran cons on con men and talked circles around cops who underestimated him. He wasn't a fighter, he was a survivor, the patron saint of every down-on-his-luck PI who knows the system's crooked but still gets up in the morning. That answer machine message alone deserves its own star on the Walk of Fame. Now, before we get to number 1, a few honorable mentions. Thomas Banachek, the suave insurance investigator who solved impossible heists before Google existed. He had more style than logic, and it worked. John Luther, Idris Elba's modern-day rage machine, mixing London grit with raw obsession. He's the guy who breaks down doors and the ladies' hearts. Thomas Magnum, the Hawaiian shirt hero himself, a Vietnam vet turned PI with a mustache that could defuse a bomb. He made being a private eye look like a vacation, until the cases got personal. Each one of these guys could anchor their own genre, but only one detective defines the word classic. Number 1. Peter Falk's rumpled raincoat wonder, Lieutenant Frank Just One More Thing Columbo. Sure, Columbo's cozy, but don't let that fool you. The man's got hard-boiled bones. He's a blue-collar genius in a world of rich killers and polished lies. Columbo flips the script. You see the murder first, then watch him unravel it piece by piece, pretending to be clueless while he's 10 steps ahead. No gun, no glamour, just relentless curiosity and that soft-spoken persistence. He's proof that you don't need to be cool to be tough, you just need to be smarter than everyone in the room, and polite enough to let them think otherwise. Just one more thing, he's still the best. Well, that's my top 5 TV detectives of all time. What do you guys think? You agree? You have some people on there you would rather see? You have some you take off? Let me know and like and follow. Have a great day.